for old time's sake, it's a new test chamber by 7 Silhouette. Test chamber number 247548, which is a very catchy title indeed. It's very bold to make a level using conversion shell. You have to be very confident that the players can't abuse it. Not much to that. Let's have a look what's going on. So there's a button. Aha, so the button is needed to dispense something, cube, but there are other buttons that must also be pressed. That would seem to be a turret. Aha! No timer on the button, so that's could be worse. Don't shoot me, please. Thank you. Just need to get around here to... Yeah, not through that way. Through the other one. Simple enough. I love that. I love the sound of distant rumblings. Something odd going on in the distance in these levels. Oh, okay. That's why I want the cube, to block that laser. But what does this other laser do? Aha. I can't see what kind of cube that is. Is it a regular or a laser cube? Let's see. It is a laser cube. So... feels like a chicken and egg scenario. Because the cube would redirect the laser to activate the tractor beam and use the tractor beam to press the button. But you need the button to get the cube in the first place. So perhaps I'm missing something. Not really sure whether that's useful, but I do enjoy doing it. I once wanted to make a map where you would use a light bridge to block a laser, but then I realised that they don't block lasers, so that put the kibosh on that. Ah, I've not looked at this. Oh, okay. So it's a way to get here, but that's not especially useful at this stage. So yeah, I reckon if I have the tractor beam, I can use it to get up there, and then I might have the angle to place a portal down there. Don't think I can. Don't think I can use ceiling and floor portals. That seems to be not possible. Let's have another look down here.
There you go.
Here I am.
Sentry mode activated.
I've got to say, this is a good idea, making a map where the gel bomb just goes into the water, because it makes it harder for the player to abuse the gel and get it everywhere on the map. Well, as with every 7 silhouette map, I find myself at the point where I'm just wandering around, staring stupidly at things. Which I'm sure you will acknowledge makes for riveting viewing. I mean, seriously, I've not missed some area, have I? Where there's a secret cube or object. Doesn't seem it doesn't seem likely. It's a relatively straightforward layout. I'm sure I'll be kicking myself when I realise. Why do I keep hearing the sound of that turret, sort of seeing something? What's it? Strange. Okay. Time to mess about breaking things for no good reason. This does nothing, but it helps me to. It's therapeutic for me to feel some level of like I'm gaining some mastery over the map. Any of these. Yeah, again, not especially useful or helpful in any meaningful way, but it's just kind of enjoyable. I wonder if I can get enough to get a portal up there. Probably not. Oh, yeah. But it's too high to interact with everything. There it is again, that sound. It's like this. Something settling in the distance. That's clearly designed to be off limits. No, I'm going to have to pick this back up when I've got some sort of idea, because I'm drawing a blank right now. Okay, I did some messing about and I got myself killed. And I realised that there's glass at the top of there as well. I couldn't really... I mean, you can see it, but this sort of led me to assume... The portable surface here led me to assume that there was a way up to there. I don't know, maybe I was just being inattentive, but it looks like, you know, these ones are self-contained little spaces that are just decorative. But then this one, you know, it's the same two spaces, and then there's an open bit at the top. So I sort of thought that dropped down into there, but it doesn't, as I saw when I did some evil portal bumping and got in to have a look. No. So I do have a sort of idea, but it's going to involve risking death again. By jumping into the lion's nest, which is where lions live. They make nests. Boing. Ah. Oh, is that gonna... Now that's just mean. So I need to sort of... how quickly can I head over there? And where is there? Is that close enough? Well, this is going to be frustrating. I'll do it legit a couple of times, but otherwise I'm using NoClip to reset this up, because it's going to be one of those where I can't tell whether this is not the way you do it or whether it is the way you do it, and I'm just not sharp enough off the mark. See, that seemed like I was close to getting that. I don't know. Is it a sort of Are they testing my Twitch skills? Oh, that was way... No, I knew as I was doing that I was too slow off the mark. False start. Disqualified. Nope. Need to be just hitting the edge of this button. There, see? Yeah. So that's that bit. So part 2 is to find... Oh! Yes, that was totally deliberate, to find out that that's a thing to do. It's a thing to do, not necessarily the thing to do. This could... Oh, for goodness. This could get tedious. Because I can... What? Okay, I don't know quite how I managed that, but I'm becoming disorientated and bewildered. Right, pretend none of that just happened and we'll start again with this. It's because I'm placing the portal there while the portal is still down there, and just... Look before you leap is the moral of the story here. And generally be less stupid. Right. So my thinking at this point is I can sort of like gradually I can move it towards the exit, but it feels a bit cheap. I mean, I don't know whether it's what's... Oops. I don't know whether it's quite what's intended, because it's... One could accuse this of being somewhat tedious. Look, we're a little bit closer now. I wonder whether I can... that's not much use. Yeah, there's not much to there's not much to say about what's going on here. It's not very I mean, I could easily believe that this isn't the correct solution, because it's a bit of a silly way of going about things. Let's get a bit more on the ceiling. There. And kind of alternate. Try not to fall down that hole again. Oh, fuck. No! Okay, what if I just like... Nope. See, that would have been quite good if you could get decent velocity out of it and do that. Oh, what if... How close am I? Still some distance away. Just wondering if I can sort of do this sort of thing. Oh, my favourite. Try and do a bit of a nudge. Oh, that'll do. The old gel nudge, that takes me back. Goodbye. So yeah, there's a couple of bits in that that wrong-footed me, but I don't know whether any of it's really questionable design-wise. It's possibly just sour grapes on my part because I was being stupid. So not bad. I don't have anything more to say.